then, it's the preview. Let's get into it. Team news then.
Alrighty.
Nigel Adkins has confirmed he will make changes to his team in Sunday's 2 p.m. FA Cup tie against Millwall at the Den. Fraser Campbell is unlikely to be risked after missing the last 2 games with a hamstring injury, although positive news on the injury front is provided by Andre Mazuch returning to training. Despite plans to freshen up the side, Adkins insists the objective to win the tie and progress to the next round of the competition remains the same. I'm very respectful of the FA Cup, but I think a lot of teams will do the same this weekend due to the number of games there has been over the festive period, said Adkins in his press conference on Friday. Sunday gives us an opportunity for 1 or 2 players coming back from injury to feature, whilst also presenting an opportunity for some of our younger players to play. George Long will start from a goalkeeping point of view. I'll put that out there now because he's an excellent goalkeeper and it gives him a great opportunity to go out and play. Keane Lewis Potter will travel and be involved in the squad. I'll probably be looking to involve him from the bench, and David Milinkovic will have an opportunity also. I've utilised the whole squad over Christmas except for David. Jackson Irvine is still away on international duty with Australia. James Weir is not yet ready to return to the first team, but is going to continue playing games for the under-23s. And Angus MacDonald with deep vein thrombosis remains out. For Millwall, they will be without Lee Gregory and Sean Hutchinson for the FA Cup tie. Forward Gregory is set to be sidelined for around another month after picking up a calf problem in the win over Nottingham Forest on December 29th. Hutchinson is recovering from a deep gash on his shin following what Lions boss Neil Harris described as a freak accident while the defender was putting out bins at home before training. Aidan O'Brien and Mully Wallace came in for the win at Ipswich on New Year's Day, but Harris could look to freshen up the team. Midfielder Sean Williams' ankle and striker Tom Bradshaw knee remain sidelined. Now on to the stats. Millwall have only lost 1 of their last 8 home games against Hull City in all competitions, won 3, drawn 4. A 1-0 defeat in February 2013 thanks to David Myler's first minute winner. Yes, Dave. Love you, lad. Hull will be facing Millwall in the FA Cup for just the second time. The Tigers won a 4th round match back in January 2009 2-0 as a Premier League side. Millwall are looking to reach the FA Cup 4th round for the 3rd consecutive season for the first time since between 2001, 2002 and 2003-2004, the final time of which they ended up reaching the final. Hull City are looking to reach the FA Cup 4th round for the 4th consecutive season. It would be their longest such streak in competition since a run of 6 between 1948-49 and 53-54. Now this is what I think. The changes Adkins has said he will make could go one of 2 ways. Those 2 ways are it could motivate the squad more. They're like, yeah, if I perform well, I might get into the team in the league, or it could have a negative effect and ruin our form in the league because he split the squad up. It will be good for David Milinkovic to get some minutes, but will he put enough effort in? Is the determination, is the desire still there? Is he motivated enough? Keane Lewis Potter could be the next Jared Bowen, but not signed from Hereford. And we need to keep hold of Jared Bowen and need to ignore what Maurizio Pochettino says about Bowen and the fact he says he only heard the name on Monday because he is talking complete and utter rubbish because he had a scout go to every game he played in December. Just remember that Jared will only go to Tottenham for the money because he would only play Carabao and FA Cup games. In Bowen's position they have Lucas Moura, Eric Lamela, Heung-min Son, George Kevin Nkudu, and Christian Eriksen can also play there. So Jared, don't leave, and don't go to Burnley either because you'll probably end up coming back down as we make a promotion push. So, Jared, do you want to play minutes or do you want to be the next Robbie Brady? Joking, I loved Robbie. Now, club news. Ipswich Town have signed Hull striker Will Keane on loan until the end of the season. 25-year-old who has been handed the number 14 shirt will go straight into the squad for Saturday's FA Cup trip to Accrington Stanley. Keane said, "It is a great opportunity for me to come here and hopefully play some games and contribute to the team. I spoke to the manager a couple of days ago and it was an easy decision for me." Good luck to Will Keane. I hope it all goes well. Now, this is a section I've titled Other Stuff for an Instagram account called HullCity_talk. I did his fans say this week, and this is what I said. So he asked me 6 questions, and let's see what I answered. So he said, "How do you think we have begun this season?" I said, "After a tough start, we've played really well and things are looking good. Nat Adkins just needs some money in this window to improve the squad." When asked if I was feeling confident for the game, I said, "I am feeling confident, even though I don't really want a cup run, because it might ruin our run of form in the league." Who is our main threat and why? I put Jared Bowen, because he's quick, technical and intelligent. We need to keep hold of him in this window. If we lose him, that is the big loss. Who is their main threat? I don't really know their squad, to be honest. What do you think the score will be? I've blanked that because that'll ruin the predicted score. And when I was asked, where do you think we'll finish this season and why? I said, I think we'll finish a couple of points off the playoffs because this form can continue. And in the FA Cup, I think we can get to at least the 5th round. So go and follow at Hull City Talk on Instagram to see how he presents his fans say, and go follow him or her. I don't know. Just check the account out because more active than me. Now to my predicted team. Let's go. George Long in goal. Not his first start of the season. Sorry, it's just going to be the first one I actually can remember because, you know, in the one against Derby, I was on holiday. But yeah, Long, he looks really good in the warm-ups, so it's going to be a chance for us to get another teaser of what he's like. Todd Kane at right back. Robbie McKenzie and Reece Burke, the 2 centre-backs. I don't think Mazuch will be risked yet, and I think he'll want to keep at least one of the defenders in there, and I think he'll keep Burke in because Burke has looked the most consistent and most what's the word for it? Look the best, let's say, of all our defenders this season. And I think he's got a bit more experience in the FA Cup than Jordi Device has, and he knows the FA Cup is different to the Championship, and Device might struggle to acclimatise to that. Maybe. Fleming at left back, our second young product in this team. Batty, our 3rd young product in this team, really solid. He's really unlucky not to be in the team every week now because Stewart's playing so well. Henriksen is going to stay in alongside him. Henriksen, we need that leader because Marshall's not playing and we don't have Elphick anymore, so we need a leader. And, you know, Henriksen is the captain. And then Terrell will come in for a start, I think, as well at Cam. Terrell, he looked really good at Bolton when he came on. Against Bolton, should I say. And I think that if he gets a start, it'll help his recovery from injury. And it'll also give him some, minutes as well, which is what he needs. Now, on the right, I'm keeping Bowen in there because, let's face it, we need to keep one of either Grzycki or Bowen in there. Because, let's face it, they've been our best players recently. We need to keep their form going. And then on the left, I've actually gone for David Milinkovic. I reckon Adkins will start him. Because, let's face it, if he wants to rest Grzycki, he ain't got no one else. And then up top, I'm going to go for Dicko. Because Dicko deserves a shot. He hasn't had a shot this season to start. Much, I don't think. No, from what I can remember, he hasn't started. So, Martin's had games. Will Keane has even started a game in the league. And obviously he's out on loan now. So Dicker, he needs to get a start for now. And then the subs, Marshall, Lehigh, Device, Sheaf, Martin, Ritson and Keane Lewis Potter. Sorry for that horrendously blurry image. Now on to my predicted score. Let's have a look. I've gone for 2-0 to City. And just so you know that it's not different to what I said for fans say for Hull City Talk. Look. There's the blank. And then, boom. I said 2-0 City, but I actually predicted goal scorers for this one, and I said Dicker and Terrell. Just got to make sure they both get games. Anyway, that's the end of the preview. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow for the match reaction. It's a Saturday now. Good God. So the Sundays when match reaction is going to come. Oh, that delays everything by a day. Right, see you later. Adios.